Njálurevill, the Njál Saga Tapestry project of Iceland. Did you know that since 2013, in the town of Hvalsvöllur in South Iceland, the community has been sewing a 90-meter-long tapestry depicting Iceland's most famous saga, Njál Saga? That they have only 6.5 meters left to sew, and that visitors from 6 continents and over 150 countries have sewn on the tapestry in more than 11,000 discrete entries. You can be a part of this history. Please join me now, your instructor, Claudia Pétursson, and the National Nordic Museum of the United States in Seattle, Washington, for this series, where we will consider the Icelandic sagas, particularly Njál Saga, explore the saga country of South Iceland, and learn how to sew our very own tapestries. Your purchase of a tapestry kit supports the National Nordic Museum of the United States in Seattle, Washington, and the Njál Saga Tapestry Center in Hvalsvöllur, Iceland. You will find more details on how to purchase tapestry kits at the end of this presentation. During their long, cold winters, Icelanders developed wonderful ways of spending their time indoors. This tapestry project is one way for us to do something beautiful while we are staying home and keeping safe. Hvalsvöllur, Iceland is a small town of just over 1,000 people, 1.5 hours east of the capital city of Reykjavik. It is on the Ring Road, heading towards the famous basalt columns of Vík. Hvalsvöllur sits in the middle of the Rang River plain, a river described in Njál Saga in one of the most fertile and historic parts of the country. The famous volcano Eyjafjallajökull overlooks the river plain and is mentioned repeatedly in the saga. What are the sagas? In English, we would use the word saga to describe an epic story. For example, Star Wars or the Lord of the Rings series would be considered sagas. The word saga is from Old Norse and denotes a monumental tale that often includes real people and historical events. While referring to actual people, sagas exaggerate the abilities of their heroes, such as characters who can jump over rivers or fend off single-handedly hordes of invaders. The Icelandic sagas were written in medieval times, between 1190 and 1320, and are considered masterpieces of world literature. Njál Saga, or more accurately, the story of Burnt Njál, which mainly takes place in the area surrounding Hvalsvöllur, recounts the friendship between a wise lawyer, Njál Thorgeirsson, and his handsome, accomplished, and unwise friend, Gunnar Hámundarson of Hlíðarendi. Visitors come from all over the world to visit Saga country, to retrace the steps of the saga characters, to look out across the view that made Gunnar accept his fate as an outlaw, because he could not live without the beauty of his homeland. Why a tapestry? Many people are familiar with the Icelandic sagas. Literature scholars appreciate their sparse prose and sweeping stories. Law scholars delve into the complexity of the Viking legal code recounted in Njál Saga. Artists and filmmakers rely on Norse motifs for atmosphere and stark beauty. Regional librarian Gunnhildur Edda Kristjánsdóttir and secondary school history and language instructor Kristine M. Bengtsson conceived the idea to present Njál Saga in the form of a tapestry as a novel way to present the most famous Icelandic saga to a wider audience. Calling upon the marvelous talent of artist Kristín Ragna Gunnarsdóttir, the 3 women, with the generosity and support of the local community, embarked on this incredible endeavor. Gunnhildur, Kristína, and Kristín Ragna took their inspiration from the 1,000-year-old Bayeux tapestry from northern France. The Bayeux tapestry details the Norman invasion of Britain in 1066. The word Norman was adopted into French from Old Norse, Norð maður, meaning a man from the north, a Viking invader. The tapestry is sewn on pure linen, with Kristín Ragnar's images printed on the 90 meters. Pure Icelandic wool is spun by wool producer Álafoss and hand-dyed by Gunnhildur, using native plants found in the Icelandic landscape. Like the Bayeux tapestry, the Njál Saga tapestry is sewn in a special couching stitch, which allows the embroiderer to render images with great clarity and accuracy. Kristína and Gunnhildur sought to tell the story of Njál Saga through the dramatic visual impact of the tapestry medium. With their rich background in literature and history, they employed enough text to recount the story, but also limited it to avoid the visitor's experience being one of reading. Kristín Ragnar also developed a method of storytelling through the symbolic motifs found along the top and bottom borders of the tapestry, a technique borrowed from Bayeux. For example, turtle doves let us know that characters are falling in love. A map of Iceland with a red X and snowflakes describes that a traveler left Iceland in winter. We hope that you have enjoyed this introduction to the Njál Saga tapestry. In our next videos, we will learn the special tapestry stitches and begin our projects. Like Icelanders who developed artistic ways to pass the time indoors, we now turn to our tapestry projects, creating something beautiful while we are staying home and keeping safe. Please join us for our next video in the Njál Saga tapestry series, Getting Ready. Tapestry kits from the Njál Saga Tapestry Center are available for purchase from the National Nordic Museum. Please visit the online store, and thank you so much for your support of this project.